Hi everyone, I'm Flora Rubio. I'm the head of sales at Deiser, and today I will be here with my colleague Fede, who is in charge of our customer support department. So Fede will be here to answer all your questions, either at the end during the Q&A or during my presentation through the chat box. So please feel free to use it. So I'm really happy to be here today, and before starting with my presentation, I would like to thank a lot the Meta-Inf team for organizing such a great event. Thank you very much, guys, for letting us talk today. Right, so I'm here to talk to you about how to track efficiently ITSM project in Jira, especially with our project track that some of you already know with the name of ProField, but we've decided to rebrand it so it reflects a bit better the capability of our app to do project tracking in Jira. Great, so what is Project Track? Well, it's an app for Jira, as I've just mentioned, available in cloud, data center, and server. But I must say that not all the features I'm going to show you during the live demo are available in the cloud version yet. However, if you stay until the end, I've got like 5 minutes video for you around how to use Project Track in a Jira Cloud instance. And finally, if I had to sum up what is Project Track, well, I would say it's a Jira project tracker. Okay, basically an app that will help you to control and manage Jira project data, and at the end of the day, get a better control on your Jira instance. Okay. So this is today's agenda. First, I will introduce you briefly what is Project Track and why we've decided to develop this app. Then how our app can help you with ITSM project tracking. And as I told you, we'll see a live demo. Then I'm gonna sum up a bit the use case benefits before going to the video of Project Track Cloud. And finally, a Q&A session. Right, so why we've decided to develop Project Track? Well, it is a fact that over the last 10 years, Jira became one of the most powerful issue tracker product of the market. So as you know, Jira is ideal for any team to get every relevant information in a unique place. But if you think about it, this added value is always and only from the issue level. Okay, so that's why we've decided to develop Project Track. To make you the, so you can go a bit further than this issue level and provide some answer from a higher perspective, where you could track, you could classify, you could organize Jira project data. Okay, so Project Track was made so you could finally be able to do Jira project tracking, but also understand a bit better what's going on into your Jira instance. So what's Project Track contribution to service management? Well, before starting with the product demo, I would like to give an example of an ITSM implementation which can be done in Jira to provide customer services. So the basic implementation will be based on several portals. For each portal, a Jira project and a customer. So at the end of the day, you would have one portal for each customer. Why you would do it that way? Well, for several reasons. One of them could be so you can assign different SLA. Another one could be so you get several teams, different teams supporting your customer. Okay, so separating the information will allow you to provide a better customer services. Regarding the support team, well, they will use different project queues in a Jira. Okay, meaning that one project will have several queues, and even if they want to collect all the data in one dashboard, they will still use queues in a project. And finally, the service manager, so who is in charge of delivering good services to customers, is also he has also to make sure of the SLAs and plenty of other KPIs. So the service manager could use Jira and more specifically Project Track to track data and get deep insight around services customer delivery. So what the current situation of a service manager when using Atlassian tool? Well, first of all, the information is not centralized. They need to control, they need to monitor out of Jira the customer contract, for example. So the support team, they don't have access to contract data. They don't know the expiration date, the client priority, the localization, all those really useful data to provide a good services. And finally, for a service manager, the team management is highly time consuming because they need to check project per project how the situation is going. Great, so now it's time to go directly on Jira. Sorry, okay, perfect. So here I'm not going to explain you how to install Project Track. I just want to show you once you've got data set up in Jira, how to use them thanks to Project Track, and then have the possibility to create Gadget, to receive notification, save filters, etc., etc. Great. So the first step here will be to enter in the Project Navigator. Sorry. Here it is. So first step, you enter here, Project Navigator, which is like an issue navigator, but for project, where you will find all your project, okay? The first step will be to look for the Itsm project within the Jira category. So here, as a service manager, I can see all my portfolio of Itsm project. I've got 5, that's perfect. And do not forget, one project corresponds to one customer support, okay? And one customer support to one of your customers. And you can see the name here. Perfect. So now that I've got this overview of my project, let's see exactly, and let's go a bit deeper to see how Project Track can help you with a project. So we're going to enter in this project, and we're going to arrive on a screen which is called a layout. Okay, so a layout is like a Jira scheme, but for project, okay, where you can predefine some custom field around a use case. Like in that case, there would be service management, but you could think of many other use cases. And here what you're going to do is like you're going to update those fields. Okay, so we're going to put this statue as an active because I received the contract this morning. I'm going to assign a new agent, Alvaro, for example. I'm going to define my client location. I could also add a text if I want to. And then I will go on the second container. On this second container, I will see information related to the contract, okay? So the first information is how many hours my client asked for, when did I receive my contract. Let's say I received it on May 26th, and it will expire 3 months later, okay? Great, so as you can see, there is different type of fields. And on the last one, I could also put some external links. So let's say here I've got my proposal, the one I sent to my customer. So here I will be able to put an external link. So my Jira user will be able to go directly from the project to a document in Confluence. Great, then I can add also the main contact, the person who is going to use the support portal, and then also supported products. So in that case, my team is supporting Atlassian tool, obviously, and my customer is using Jira, Confluence, and Crucible, for example. Great. Then I could also add the SLA ask for my customer. Great, so that would be the first step. Then I can refresh the page also. And when I refresh the page, I can see there is some automatic field. Okay, so those fields, so in that case, the total remaining estimate is a calculated field that take into account the support pack size minus the time spent. I've got also the expired field, which is false right now because obviously my support pack is active. Okay, so as I told you, there is different type of field. You can come here in the configuration tab, click on field and create new one. Okay, again, if you've got any question regarding that, you can reach us and we can explain you which type of field you can create. Great, so that would be the first step. Now that I've got all my information around my project, so now I would like to go back to my Project Navigator and see how it looks like. So let's look again for my Itsm project. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clean a bit the screen, okay? So I can only see information that really matters for this search. And then I could be able to add some custom fields. So I could add the support pack status, I could add the size of my support pack, I could add the main contact, the SLA, for example, and even the supported product. Cool, so those are all the main fields that I've got related to service management. So here, what can I do? Well, I can see exactly the situation of my contract. So I can see, for example, Diana, the customer service one, she doesn't have contract anymore with us. So maybe I should reach us so she can renew her contract. I can also see that there is some customer that needs some support during night and weekends. So I should manage my team accordingly to this information. Okay, so a lot of key decision or business decision can be taken directly from my Project Navigator. Cool, so now let's save this filter, my Itsm project, so I will be able to look back at it in the future. Okay, so now I understood what's happening on the project level, then across all my portfolio. Now I would like to show you what's happened to a project when there is any change on your issues. To do so, we're going to go back to this project and we're going to raise a ticket. So I'm your customer and I need help. Perfect. I need support on my Jira. Great. Now Alvaro is going to enter in your ticket. He's going to help your client, give him support, etc., etc. And then he's going to log some time. So here we're on the issue level, okay? He's going to say I've worked 100 hours on this ticket and now it's solved. Close it. And here it is. I can close this ticket and I can go back here on the layout of my project and refresh the page. So you remember I told you about those automatic and calculated fields? Well, here they are. This is one of the script fields we've got who take all the last activities, all the activities of my issues on a specific project and sum up the activity here. Okay, and because the time spent has been updated, well, the remaining time also. Great, so again, I would like to see this information on my project navigator so I can see the sum up of all my contracts. So let's go back to my project navigator. We're gonna look for the filter, so we save some time and we don't do the same search. And we're gonna add the remaining time. Perfect, so here I can see the information that I could see on the layout, but I can see it across all my projects, okay? So again, here I would be able to decide, for example, if I need to hire a new member because there is way too much contract that are still going on, so I should definitely hire a new member. Then I could also see those information from another perspective, another point of view, which is the reporting part. Okay, so what we've done in the project track is using the existing Jira dashboard, we've been adding some new gadget. Gadget obviously oriented to project data. So this is the Itsm dashboard that we've created before the presentation. And here I'm going to show you how to create a new gadget. So if you come here and you load all the projects, you're going to see all the gadgets that are included in project track. Here we are doing some time tracking, so let's add this one. Put the gadget here. So first of all, let's pick the Itsm filter, the one created together. Then we're going to define that the original estimate is the support pack size. And we should see the original estimate minus the time spent. Okay, so then the time unit should be hours. And we save and that's it. So the same information we saw in the project navigator, we cannot see it in a gadget, but we can also see the total of remaining time we've got. Okay. So this dashboard is amazing because you could see a lot of things around your contract, around your customer, around your team capacity, etc., etc. So apart from saying that, okay, I've got 8,000 hours left, you can also see that you should definitely have someone working during night and weekend with Confluence, Fisheye, and Opgeni skills, okay? Then you can see also that Carlos is working already on 2 projects when Alvaro, Daniel, and Guillermo are working on 1 project. So if there is a new contract, you should definitely assign it to Alvaro, Daniel, or Guillermo. Also, language skills. Well, let's say you are providing some local language support to your customer where here you can see that you should have someone talking French, Spanish, or German, you know. So that would be other decision that can be taken thanks to this gadget. Just so you know, those gadgets are, you can use them as a macro in Confluence, but you can also export them either in PDF or in an Excel format. And that's pretty much it. Just before going to the Project Track Cloud, I would like to show you 2 last features that are really important, especially for Jira admin, when they have to manage 100 or 1,000 of projects. This is the bulk operation. So let's say now you've hired a new member of your team and you want to add her across your portfolio. Sorry, this is here. So we're going to go back to the Itsm portfolio And now we're gonna add a new user. So here you can see different options. So you could update project field, delete project, but you can also assign new role. So if you click on add user and you select Laura, she will be a new member of your service desk team, for example. Then you click on next, you confirm, and here it is. So in that case, we've just updated 5 projects, but you could imagine that you've got 100 projects and you have to assign a new role, okay, or change the status, because here you can change all the project track custom field you have created, okay? So that would be one option to help you to save time and take control on your portfolio. But there is also something that can be really important when you are dealing with several projects, is the ability to receive notification. So if you click here, you are able to create a new notification. So we're going to name it Itsm update, and you decide to highlight only updated value from your last email. So here you can decide, for example, that every Monday at 9 a.m. you will receive an email. Okay, an email that will show you all the update of your project during the last week. Great, so that would be one way of receiving notification. You could also select this project, for example, and here in the layout, well, you've got the watch project notification. Okay, so basically, if you decide to start to watch a project, you will receive notification specifically on this project. Which notification? But, well, all of them. All the updated you can see on the history. Okay, so here you can see who has made the change, when, which kind of updated value you've got, etc., etc. Okay, so that's pretty much it I wanted to show you. So just before going to the cloud video, I just want to sum up a few things here. So let me, okay, perfect. So here what we've seen, well, first of all, that Project Track can help you to get control on your team management. You can get a clear visibility on what's happening and which decision you should take. You improve the internal transparency. You have the ability to share your dashboard, share the gadget, receive notification also, so everyone could be able to receive those notifications. And at the end of the day, you reduce meeting, okay, because you don't have to check project per project with all your users how they're going. So you won't miss any updates. So with the last feature I show you, create new subscription, watch history, or watch a specific project. Real-time reporting is key also when we talk about project tracking. Also, so thanks to the ability to create new gadget, but also with integration that Project Track has with other apps of the marketplace. So finally, Project Track will help you to take control on your support services and knowing better how you are going with your client and how the services are delivered. Great, so I was mentioning the integration we've got with other apps of the marketplace. So as you can see on the screen, we are integrated with EasyBI and custom charts for all the reporting part. We also integrate with Elements Connect, and we're trying also to get more and more integration, okay? So we also integrate with Script Runner and automation to get more script fields, okay? So I'll give you the ability to track and to fill data from everywhere. Perfect. So if you've got any question or anything, you can reach us through the support portal. As I told you, Fede will be really happy to help you with our app. And now, just before going to the Q&A, let me share with you the video we've got around Project Track.
This video will overview the app's main features. Once Project Track is installed in your Jira, access the Apps menu located in the main menu of Jira Cloud. There, you'll find Project Track, the definitive solution for project tracking and its central spine, the Project Navigator. The Project Navigator provides the list view, which contains a full inventory of your whole project portfolio and its project properties distributed in columns. Here, it is possible to drag the columns according to your preferences. Also, to add new columns and make different types of searches. You can perform simple searches by using filters. and advanced search is using the project query language, best known as PQL. This is great, but how will a project look by clicking on it? Let's see it. By clicking on Apollo's project, for example, we'll see it's a project sheet, which contains a layout with project properties distributed and organized on it by the system or the ones you have previously set up and chosen. It will depend on the layout you associate to them. On the right side, it is possible to edit the project values of your project. Let's see how this works. By default, the system organizes the project information with fields such as status, priority, end date, stakeholders, and subjective data with fields such as what are we doing, why, and many others. To fill out that information, you will have a wide range of editing tools with the enriched text capabilities such as tables, colors, formats, everything you might need to make your text more dynamic. Please note, when installing Project Track, the project properties created date and creator will be empty for all of your current projects. However, the system will automatically fill the ones you will create in the future with Project Track already installed in your Jira. Once saved, you will have the possibility to switch the layout according to the project information you want to show at the moment. This information might vary depending on the user or stakeholders visualizing it. But wait, how do we set up the project properties and layouts? Let's go through it. All of the following settings will be possible to access, mainly from the gear icon located at the right side of your Project Track window. By clicking on the Fields option, you'll see a list with all the project fields available for your projects, with the differentiation of the predefined fields and those you've created. Let's create a new one. First, choose which type of field you need. This time, we'll use a status field type. Click over it, give it a name, a description, and add the values. In this case, we will identify the development process's phases: analysis, development, and QA. It's also possible to enable or disable, changing colors, and delete or not each value. Now we're ready to use the field we've just created within a layout, and later associate them with a Jira project. Let's see how a layout works. Here are listed all the layouts available to be associated with your projects. In this case, we see there's two of them, the one predefined by the system and another we have created. Let's create a new layout. A layout is there to organize and classify your project information. It can be associated with one or more projects. How do we do this? We name it, give it a description, design how many columns each section will have, and name each section if needed. Now let's add the project fields we need on each section and column. Once we have finished the process, we save it, and then it's possible to associate it to as many projects as needed. One more time, from the Settings menu, there's a new feature Project Track has introduced. That's the API Integrations option. Let's see how it works. The API key allows other systems to easily connect with Project Track by just creating an API key right from the app. Access it and click on the Create API Key button. Introduce the desired key name, save it, and the system will automatically generate the API key and API ID, both necessary to integrate the app with external parties. And voila! It will be possible to connect Project Track with the system of your preference. Thank you very much for watching.
Great, so that was it. I hope you like what I show you. So basically, what we wanted to show you here is how Project Track Cloud can help you also with project tracking, even if there is not the same capabilities that in data center. But again, the team is working hard, and we'll make sure in the next months both of the version looks alike. So now it's time for me to give the mic to Fede for the Q&A. So thank you very much for listening to us, and please feel free to reach us if you need anything. Have a great day. Bye.